So as we all know, season finale of Invincible season 2 just dropped. If I had to be honest about season 2 and the season 2 finale, it is mainly just character development and foreshadowing. Season 1 finale top season 2's. I gotta be honest. I like this finale. I feel like this finale had a lot of character development, had a lot of depth, had a lot of things going on, and I really enjoyed Steven Yeun's performance with Mark. He was voice acting. He delivered a lot in this episode, and I feel like this episode was mainly focused on Invincible, as it should be, and it shows us a lot of where this character is going to go forward, and I'm very interested to see what happens next, because while this episode was mainly build up and the season in general was mainly build up to the Viltrumites coming, I'm very interested to see how Mark handles the fact that he now it's somebody, and from what we see in the episode, it's really going to have, you know, an effect on him moving forward, and I'm can't wait to see what that does in season 3. But like the fact that I have that emotion of I can't wait to see what happens in season 3, and there's not really a conclusion for season 2, and it's really just a lot of let's see what happens next. It's I don't like that. I can't be mad at it because I know that's how things work, but I don't have a sense of closure. Angstrom Levy showed up and he did what he had to do, and he was a great villain. The voice actor for him, amazing. It was stellar performance. We got a lot of teasers, a lot of stuff, and I don't even read the comics, and I know some of the things that are coming down the line, and seeing the different versions of Invincible was very tease worthy. And we don't even get me started on the Spider-Man and Batman cameos. And if you say that's not Spider-Man and not Batman, be for real. They couldn't get the rights, but they showed what they could. And even the little Fortnite cameo wasn't that bad. I actually thought it was pretty funny. Fight scenes, all of that, very well done. Oh, and the I thought you were stronger scene, chef's kiss. I was actually anticipating that. I've seen the screen grab of that comic book panel for so long, and I honestly didn't even know who he was fighting. I thought he was fighting one of the Viltrumites when I first saw it, so I tried to avoid any spoilers on that. But to know that he was fighting Angstrom Levy the whole time, and that literally happened because, you know, kidnapping his mom, injuring her, and all that, that's insane. And it was handled very well done. They showed what someone who is good of heart, someone who doesn't want to kill but has the power, what happens when they get pushed to that limit, and they do. And Steven Yeun specifically delivered the emotion, the gut-wrenching psychological trauma that entails with that. And I like the callbacks that they did to season 1 and how he does not want to be his father. He made that very clear that he does not want to be his father, and I can't blame him. That shit is going to have a lot of trauma. I feel like we should have got a little bit more Nolan content, especially Nolan and Alan, because we knew Alan was going to be in the prison with him since last episode. And I don't know, they teased it, so I don't really know what's going to happen in season 3, but I'm definitely interested to see how they hopefully break out. I don't think Nolan's gonna die, but the fact that they ended the season with his lines, "I miss my wife," it was just poetic, honestly, because they ended the season with that, and I think that was a storytelling element where it was more so like Nolan is coming to his senses that he is a good person and that he's not necessarily the textbook Viltrumite anymore, and that Earth has changed him, his wife has changed him, Mark has changed him, and now on the flip side of that, Mark has changed. Mark has done something like his father, and his father has done something like Mark. And now it's going to change the both of them for the better or for the worse. And I'm pretty sure that Mark is going to end up meeting some of his alternate selves at some point down the line. And I really wonder how they're going to tackle that and how they're going to show the mental turmoil of what decisions in the universe that are Invincibles in made to make him good, and how, like, damn near every other universe, Mark is bad. All in all, the finale, it was solid. I feel like it was very grounded more than anything. I feel like the season in general was a very more grounded season compared to season 1. But I gotta be honest, I was expecting a little more. You know, the Angstrom Levy stuff, once it wrapped up, it definitely had ramifications, but the ramifications felt kind of dragged out. We'll say, though, this season finale was very poetic. It was... storytelling elements are very well done. The voice acting carried the episode. The animation was really good too. And honestly, I can't be mad at how they handled it. There was a lot of foreshadowing, and I honestly am looking forward to season 3 because that's what they want us to do. I really just hope it doesn't take as long as season 2 did, and I hope it's even better. Man, I know season 3 is going to be a banger, but damn, I needed season 2 to be season 3 at this point because y'all hit it out the park with season 1. Season 1 was bounds better just because of the fact that there was an overarching threat, and I feel like the Viltrumites, they did not hold that overarching threat over this season. I mean, we knew they were going to come, and when they did, they sent one woman to Earth. She beat Mark's ass, and then she left to warn the others. It didn't have that weight of intrigue, and I'm not even gonna say it was the month's break, because it wasn't. It was honestly the episodes. This was a very Mark centric season. It's a lot of this, you know, just a lot of talking. And I did not like seeing Mark lose this much. I mean, he lost a lot in season 1, but at least he won sometimes, you know. And we could feel the loss of Omni-Man in this season. Honestly, he carried a lot, and I mean a lot, of the first season, and it is very evident in this season because he's gone. And Mark did have to do a lot of heavy lifting, and so did the Guardians, but I don't think they delivered on everything they needed to, as far as, like, you know, they got their ass beat a lot, but they got a lot of character development, so it really just is going to be interesting to see how that pays off in season 3. And I feel like after season 3, or at least during season 3, it'll make season 2 a lot more juicy, because the foreshadowing will pay off. And once we get that payoff, then I can kind of look at season 2 a little differently. But looking at it compared to season 1, I think season 1 was better, but I do appreciate the character development that season 2 had.